Kristen here for Scooterbook Corner, and I'm doing another marathon filming of some journals that will be for sale first on my Instagram page. I'll leave that information down below. If things are left, I may obviously then scooch them over into my Etsy shop, so make sure you follow me on Instagram if you want the first crack at it, and check out my shop. There's other fun things in there even if the journals are gone. But I'm going to start so we can get through this because I have lots of journals and lots of things to film. Going to try to go quickly. So this journal is an Easter themed journal. It's approximately 6 inches wide by 9 inches tall. It has one stitched in signature. It's 14 pages, so that's what, 48 actual sheets, fully decorated. There's pockets on the interior of the cover that go front and back, and this one will be $75. So starting with the outside, there's this gorgeous vintage inspired fabric that has, you know, lots of spring baby animals. This light pink seam binding. It is wonky stitched with yellow stitching. You know, these aren't supposed to be necessarily quote perfect. They're just handmade fun journals. This trim has been glued on with Fabri-Tac, so it's definitely there and it's not going anywhere. There are a couple spots that almost are a little stiff, so will let you know that. And moving on, obviously here is, you can see that there's fluffy stuff. There's a lot of dimensional things in here that can be pulled out or kept in depending on how you like your journals. So right off the start, I have sewn in this beautiful cotton lace as a pocket. There's lots of things throughout the journals. There's these time cards you can add in, decorated index cards, a repair tag, and just other, you know, random vintage ephemera. Here is one of my, you know, fancy clusters and a journaling card. This is an Easter egg ribbon that I've sewn to make the ruffle. Here are some more ephemera and journaling cards. Lined paper, a little thing that says Easter. Here is a tag that you can decorate the front if you wish. This is actually a pocket on the back and another tuck spot there. And you can see, sorry that the lighting is not helpful here, for the clusters. There's obviously lots of these kinds of pages, colorful, perfect for open journaling, and this one has a decorative punched quarters, doily, vintage dictionary paper with a little bit of inking. This actually has a top load pocket, so here is a journaling card here. Now that I won't, oh, and I have like totally glue on my hand, sorry. Here is a tuck spot on the front, guest check with Easter napkin. You can see there the details of that little tuck. On this side is, obviously is the back side of that the folder you can insert from the top. Here is a hidden paper clip. And this folds out, and there is some cards and ephemera and tuck spots. And here are some library cards. So one of them is just a plain white one. One is one that I designed using some graphics. And then keeping that closed and actually have another little sticker thing that I will be adding to this little kite tag. So anyway, that'll be a fun little extra little flip here. Coffee dyed paper. I'd used a stencil and just a plain pink paper there. This flips up. This is adorable little bunny friend. This cluster has lace and ephemera, and it also has, this is vintage wrapping paper. You can see the journaling cards. I like to stitch them. This is on a vellum paper. I like to make the index cards. You can see another cluster, tuck spot underneath there. Here is another area that you could tuck a little piece in. Here is, you could also, if you desired, found a place to tuck in. You can see where it's cut out on the back for that, but now you can see how it will slide through on the front. A felt clippy that I made, ledger paper. Here is a folder. Obviously there's a tiny little pocket there. There's a guest check, a decorated tag that you can take out if you don't want to keep it in the journal, and you know, you may want to put it somewhere else and use it, you know, as a gift or whatever, but it's just, it was pretty, so I threw it in there for you to have. Here is obviously a tuck spot. Some, this is obviously a coffee dyed index card with a little cluster of Easter eggs. So there's some stitching, and here's, like, for example, you can totally take that out. I had these and thought they were fun, so I added them, but you know, you definitely don't have to keep them in the journal, and it would take away some of the bulk. Here's a fabric flip. Here is a vintage doily fabric cluster. Over on this side, and this, again, this is something you could totally take out and it would take away a whole lot of bulk. So this was just a fun little Easter card that I made. It is blank on the inside, so if you wanted to keep this in the journal, you could, and you know, journal away and do whatever you want, or you could use it as an Easter card and give it to somebody. Here is another little cluster, a little vintage doily on that. The other side, the vellum fabric that I need to tack that down at the top. Fabric ruffle that I sewed. A vintage paper fabric cluster over here. Another tag. Again, there's some more of the Eastery carrot on a napkin sewn into a ruffle. Here's some ephemera. An actual Easter card that's not vintage, it's just, it's cute. Here's the other side of the coffee dyed paper with a little washi tape. When I do, just FYI, when I do put these washi strips in here, I glue them down so they don't come up, because washi is not known for its forever stickness, so they are glued so that they will stay. Here's the other side of the, you know what I'm trying to say, oh my gosh. And this is, you know, I guess kind of little snippet type thing where you can either keep it like it is and use it for journaling and adding pictures, or you could cut it apart and turn it into tags or whatever you want to do. So it is tucked in that pocket with this cute little clip that I made. And then here is a very fancy, beautiful cluster, vintage paper and vintage doily. And here is a book page folded for if you want to journal. I've done some, it's not even, this is Distress Oxide. And here is a tag that I made. Here is the back side of that folder, and that is why that was not wanting to slide in, because I was a paper clipping. Okay, yeah, I'm doing it on the other side now. And right there is a pocket, vintage dictionary paper, doily, another sewn ruffle. There is the stamped corners again. Here's another little index card with little chick. Little palm clip up here. Then on this side, there's a bingo sheet and some ephemera. Down here, a little pocket. This is a little place that you could journal if you wanted, or you could tear these out and add them somewhere else. Little paper tag. I'm not sure how you would really describe that. Some more writing paper. Here is, I've done a shaker down here. See if you can see all the little bunnies, the little flowers, spring mix. This obviously flips up so you can journal under here, and you could take this out or keep it there. Vintage doily, and these are just other places that you could journal. You could journal on the back. You could rip them out, whatever you wanted to do, you could put them in elsewhere, and it obviously fits in there, but I'll not waste your time. This is graph paper. It's just not anything super fancy, just another little place that you can journal, and obviously tuck spot back here. So this one's really fun. It's got vintage paper that it was dyed, and then ledger paper. There's some fabric, and obviously this carrot napkin that's kind of been a theme throughout all of this. And then what I did was take a whole bunch of my thread trims and sewed them in. So it's a really fun little cluster. I hope you like strings, because I do. And then here's another guest check, an inventory tag, a strip of tickets, and that is that one. So this again obviously is Easter themed. Again, $75 will be obviously plus shipping, and this will be on sale on my Instagram feed March 26th. So make sure you hop over there. Time to probably be determined. It'll probably be about 7 p.m. ish. Eastern Standard Time is probably, but definitely make sure you hop over there. Follow me so that you know exactly when the sale is going on, and I hope you enjoyed this flip through. Thanks for stopping by. And if there was anything that you saw in this particular journal that you would like to see maybe a quick tutorial on, like a certain technique, let me know. I hope to grab a few minutes of time to film some of that. But again, thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a great day.